So today I'm going to be talking about a new feature that was added to The Sims 4 with the Growing Together expansion pack. Layoffs. Layoffs are a new feature in the Growing Together expansion pack. They can happen to any Sim with a full-time career at any time. Your Sim's work performance is not necessarily indicative of whether they'll experience a layoff period or not. It is largely random, just like real life. I know what you're thinking. Layoffs in The Sims? That is so depressing. But hear me out. I think that this is actually a really interesting and realistic addition to the game. For one thing, layoffs add a layer of realism to the game. After all, in real life, people get laid off all the time. It's part of life, and I think it's important for The Sims to reflect that. Layoffs can also make the game more challenging. If your Sim gets laid off, they're gonna have to find a new way to make money. And that can be tough, especially if they have a family to support. How do layoffs work in The Sims 4? It's pretty simple. Every Sim with a full-time career has a chance of being laid off. The chance of being laid off is random, but it increases as your Sim progresses in their career. If your Sim's employer enters a layoff period, the Sim will be notified by their boss, which will appear in the notification wall. And it'll say something along the lines of, alongside profit warnings and dire predictions of financial calamity, your Sim finds that his job is at serious risk of layoffs. Might be that working hard helps them dodge the layoff bullet, but who knows. During the layoff period, your Sim will have frequent tense moodlets from the uncertainty of not knowing whether the job is safe or not. This is where, if you have a barbecue grill, invite some friends over so that they make loads of de-stress decoctions. It'll help. They gotta be good for something, right? How do you keep your job if a layoff is imminent? Now, there are a few things you can do to try to keep your job if you're notified of a layoff period. Focus intently on your Sim's career. Make sure they always complete their work tasks before every shift, and they keep up with skill building. You can also try to combat these tense moodlets with small but powerful things to help boost their mood before work, like brushing their teeth, gussing up in a mirror, giving themselves a pep talk in a mirror, and so on. Also, like I said, the de-stressing decoctions that other Sims seem to love to make on barbecue grills. Take advantage of those and drink them like they're coffee. Also, don't forget to have them work hard while at work. So what do you do if your Sim gets laid off? If your Sim still gets laid off, even after throwing everything they have into their work, just know that you didn't necessarily do anything wrong. That's just the way the Sims layoff cookie crumbles sometimes. And you will be notified in the notification wall that your Sim has been laid off. And down below, it will say that between jobs from being laid off, so they will get another tense moodlet. There are some benefits and drawbacks to getting laid off. The obvious drawback is that the career your Sim spent their whole life working so hard to succeed at has been ripped away from them. So if you're doing any legacy challenges that require you to reach the top of a specific career and you get laid off, big oof, I am so sorry. Much of their life has gone down the drain. They will not be able to get their old job back. It's impossible. It's not happening. At least not right away. Sims cannot rejoin a career if they've recently been laid off from that career. There's a bit of a time countdown that happens. I don't know how long it is, but eventually you might be able to rejoin the career. You'll see this thing that'll say, recently let go from this career, and you will not be able to rejoin. You'll have to select another career for your Sim, or just wait for the in-game timer to go down, and then you'll be able to eventually go back to the career, but I don't know how long it takes, to be honest. The Sims 4 layoff feature, while there can be some bad things that happen, the Sims 4 layoff features does offer some helpful advice about how to get back on your feet. Sims who have recently been laid off can make a looking for work post on the computer under the career options. Doing so will give you a notification suggesting a new career path that your Sim is well suited to based on their traits and skills. It's up to you whether you want to join the suggested career, but it's a nice way to get some direction if you're struggling with what to do next. Of course, The Sims 4 layoff offers endless opportunities for Sims. Why not take the layoff as an opportunity to travel for a while? Or go back to university if you own the Discover University pack. Maybe start your own business where you're your own boss and no one can lay you off again. There's always a silver lining in every storm cloud. There is a way that you can just not deal with layoffs. You can disable them in the game options under pack settings. Just scroll down to the Growing Together section and make sure that the box next to career layoffs, which is right there, is unticked. So you want to disable it. Then click the Apply Changes button and you're good to go. You won't have to worry about career layoffs ever again. I prefer the drama and the chaos and the uncertainty just because it just adds so much more to the game. What do you think about the layoffs in The Sims 4? Do you think that they're annoying? Do you find them really exciting and a breath of fresh air into your game? Do you not care? Either way, let me know. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.